light on. This is my audience for my persuasive speech. I'd like to begin. The speech is regarding lowering the legal drinking age to 18 versus 21. The history of the minimum legal age to drink alcohol dates all the way back to the end of Prohibition in 1933, just before you were born, Bonnie. At that time, lawmakers chose the age of 21 as the youngest age at which people could consume alcohol. That number, however, has changed as time has passed. For instance, 29 states lowered the minimum legal drinking age between 1970 and 1975. The minimum legal drinking age throughout the country during those years was either 18, 19, or 20, depending on which state you were in at the time. Lawmakers in these states thought it only fair to lower the drinking age because people could vote and join the military at age 18. There has been a lot of debate when it comes to the legal drinking age here in the United States. When it comes to law, there is always an opinion. Some are for it and some are not. When it comes to legal drinking age being 21, we are totally against it. Legal drinking age varies by country. Let's see some of the reasons as to why we think the legal drinking age in the United States should be 18 and not 21. We will start out with one of the almost everyone against the law seems to talk about. At 18 years old in the United States, you have the right to vote, serve in the military, and if an 18-year-old can make up their mind as who the potential leader of the United States is, our country, and take a bullet for their country, they should have every right to purchase and drink alcohol. Another reason is it usually says that our 18-year-old has less tolerance as compared to a 21-year-old. Although this might be true, in most cases you don't really know how much you can handle as long as you try it out. Tolerance doesn't come with age. Tolerance comes with the realization of responsibility, and there are people that are more responsible at 15 than at 50. Anyone under 21 sees alcohol as the forbidden fruit. This curiosity leads to more people under the age of 21 drinking anyway, except my wonderful 17-year-old son who would never touch alcohol. If drinking is made legal at 18 and older, it will serve much better as the curiosity isn't as high and the fruit isn't as forbidden anymore. Does anyone agree with that?
I do.
Shannon?
Yes.
Okay. Another reason is when in college, most students under the age of 21 can get hold of the drink through their seniors. They are not allowed to drink at events where others might be able to drink. This once again makes them want to be a rebel and try out what they are being kept away from. They will give it a shot. The fact that they don't know when they will be able to drink again is the reason most college students tend to get overly drunk when they get a chance. As a result, there are problems as serious as death. Countries such as Italy, China, and Greece are some of the countries where legal drinking age is lower and they seem to have fewer alcohol-related problems. Current law in terms of legal drinking age has caused more alcohol-related deaths than there ever has been. When drinking is made legal for anyone under the age of 21 and over 18, drinking takes place in public. It can be supervised by police, security guards, and health workers as well. College and universities often argue that the legal drinking age should be 18 because outlawing alcohol consumption in colleges for those under 21 is making the problem worse. These colleges and universities say allowing alcohol consumption legally might help cut down alcohol-related deaths in colleges. Does anyone agree with that?
Yeah.
Malaysia, you went to college. Do you believe that if you were able to drink at 18, you maybe wouldn't drink as much?
Yes.
Thank you. People under the age of 21 tend to drink more than when they get a hold of alcohol because of the uncertainty as to when they might be able to drink again. Whether the legal drinking age is 21 or 18, there are going to be problems related to alcohol. And making 21 the legal age to drink doesn't solve the problem. As a matter of fact, this is one of the reasons why we so many alcohol-related deaths among teens. They get their hands on alcohol and get over intoxicated as they are never sure when they will have access to the forbidden fruit ever again until the age of 21. Another reason to change it to 18 might be that an 18-year-old is considered an adult and can be tried in court if he makes false judgment and commits a crime. We see it all the time on the news, someone who's 16, 17, 18, or 19 being charged as an adult. But, yet again, they can't buy a beer at the bar, but they can be charged as an adult and maybe get served life in prison for a crime. So an 18-year-old is capable of making every other decision as an adult, but incapable of making a decision whether or not they should drink. The 21-year-old age limit on alcohol consumption sounds somewhat hypocritical. If you are legal to get married at the age of 18, but don't do it. You can get married at 18, but don't do it. I don't recommend it. And then after getting married, you're not allowed to drink at your own wedding. That doesn't sound right. Have a wedding reception, get married at 18 or 19. Even 20, you can't even have a glass of champagne because it's illegal. According to a study, 22% of all students under 21 compared to 18% over 21 years of age are heavy drinkers. Among drinkers, only 32% of underage compared to 24% of legal age are heavy drinkers. If the legal drinking age were to be 18, colleges would be able to regulate alcohol use so students don't get overly intoxicated. They can be monitored, whereas when they are hiding and drinking, you can't really go sniffing into their cup or making false accusations. Drinking under the age of 21 is seen by most 18-year-olds as a sign of adulthood. They are allowed to do everything else and call themselves an adult, and they don't want to stop being an adult when it comes to drinking. We have tried prohibition legislation twice for controlling irresponsible drinking problems in the past. Once in the 1850s and again in the 1920s. These laws were repealed because they could not be enforced and backlash caused other societal problems. The law didn't work then, and we all know it isn't working now. It is time for change. I have cited cognag.com, 15 reasons why drinking age should be 18, and also ehow.com about lowering drinking age. Thank you for coming, and good night. Show my audience again.